Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Cinema Flow podcast. I'm your host, Zack Abdulbaki, and today I'm joined by two very special returning guests, Angelique Acuña and Sean McGrath. Welcome to the show, guys.
What up
Yay!
with it?
Yippee, yippee.
And today we are going to be reacting to the 98th Academy Awards. We just had a nice Oscars viewing party together, and we're reacting straight away to the winners. We do an Oscar pool every year where each of us fills out a ballot. And Angelique, do you want to tell them who won this year?
This year, Sean McGrath won.
That's what's up.
Yes, by 1 point.
Let's go, Sean. Yes, Sean got 21 out of 24 categories correct, and Angelique and I tied for second place with 20 out of 24 wins correct. But Sean, do you want to tell them which category brought you over the edge?
Yeah, thank you to East Dillon Lion from Friday Night Lights, Michael B. Jordan clinched me the W. I was honestly, I was low-key pulling for Timmy, but I'm very happy to see Michael B. Jordan get the win. Very well deserved. But yeah, that's what put me over the edge.
Put you over the edge.
Yes. I like both of them. I'm happy to see Michael B. Jordan win, even though it made us lose. And let's see, the categories that I got right that were, on the edge were best animated short film. I predicted The Girl Who Cried Pearls, and I got best documentary short, All the Empty Rooms. Angelique, what did you predict for the short film categories?
I predicted all the empty rooms, yes. I predicted Butterfly, but I was really happy. Girl Who Cried, Pearls won. And let it be known, guys, that Zack Abdulbaki was like, Angelique, do you think I should change the evergreen? And I said, no, my dear friend Zack, I think you have a better chance if you stay with the girl who cried pearls. And let it be known, he got that right, and I got my prediction wrong. But the thing I had against Zack, is I got one of the short film live action shorts correct. I got two people exchanging saliva. So I was very happy about that.
And that was a tie. That was the first tie, I believe, since 2012 when Skyfall and Zero Dark 30 both won Best Sound Editing. It's very rare, but it was interesting. Two people exchanging saliva, and the singers both won Best Live Action Short.
Mhm.
Yeah. And singing, there's a lot of exchange of saliva going on there too.
So true.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And the categories that I believe all three of us got wrong were best casting. That was a surprise. Everyone thought it was going to be Sinners, but it ended up being One Battle After Another, which is deserving because that's a great
Yeah.
cast.
Two great ensembles.
Mhm.
And then best
Documentary. Yeah.
documentary feature. Tell them what happened there, Anjali.
Best documentary feature, we all predicted The Perfect Neighbor.
Hmm.
And it didn't win, and it went to Mr. Putin against nobody.
Yeah. And then I think those were the only major surprises, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as far as the ones that we boofed and got wrong.
Woof.
Well, tell us, what did you think of the show overall?
It was a good show, and I'm usually like someone who really doesn't like watching award shows. But I think Conan is a great host and just a great comedic and creative influence over the whole thing.
Yeah.
Thought the opening was a lot of fun, and the ending bit was also pretty great. I
Mhm.
loved the last little Mr. Beast thing. Like that's so stupid. I love it.
Mhm.
Yeah, Conan's just a very funny guy. Keeps it light, but like still smart. And like knows when to carve out time to be serious. So yeah,
Mhm.
I enjoyed the show, which is like I'm a hard nut to sell.
Yes, he is.
Angelique, what did you think of it?
I really enjoyed the ceremony. I think it went by really very quick compared to other years. I think it was a good mix of like because I feel like last year there's a lot more like I didn't love the unnecessary performances, like the James Bond performance of last year. So I really like just the two highlighted like performances for original songs. One being I Lied to You, the other one being Golden, which I felt was a collective. It could go to either of those with an overwhelmingly winner with Golden. So I really enjoyed that aspect. And I really enjoyed the In Memoriam being earlier in the show because I do feel it kept the flow of the ceremony consistent because I feel when the in memoriam's near the end, it kind of drags a little bit, while I feel having it more in the beginning really kept like, you're still like ready and in attention because I feel like near the end you're just wanting to get those awards out and like go home. So I feel like it caught your attention sooner.
Yeah, and it feels awkward to rush the in memoriam.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
kind of icky if you're falling asleep
Mm,
during this tribute to dead
yeah,
artists.
exactly. Yeah.
I agree. It was such a fun show. Conan's a great host. I hope that they bring him back. And I feel like they spread the love decently this year because
Yeah.
I feel like the two movies everybody really loved, One Battle After Another and Sinners, both got a good amount of awards. One Battle won 6 awards, Sinners won 4. I mean, there are a few that walked away empty-handed that I wish didn't, like Marty Supreme. I
Yeah.
feel should
Mhm.
have won something. Uh,
Bummer.
Praying Dreams went home with nothing.
Begonia went home with nothing.
Yeah.
Begonia.
Expected, but still a bummer because I mean I still haven't seen Train Dreams. That's like my next watch easily, but Begonia and Marty Supreme are I think gonna be remembered down the line. And it sucks that they won't be in the
Yeah.
Oscars history books.
And even with The Secret Agent too, I really enjoyed that film. So very like it's not like it's like one of those things. I feel with the bunch of movies this year, there were I don't think there was any like side eye horrible bad Best Picture nominees.
No, not at all.
No, not at all. I agree. I'm just glad Amy Madigan won because that's my favorite film that was nominated for any Oscar, Weapons. And I love that he paid tribute to it in the opening. And
Mhm.
Yeah.
sometimes they'll do an opening where they only parody the big movies like Wicked or whatever, but they don't do the small movies. I liked this one because he was parodying Aunt Gladys, but then he was running through every single nominee. So
Yeah.
it kind of brought it all together.
Yeah.
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 So,
I had asked Angelique when we were getting food afterwards,
oh yeah.
where would One Battle After Another rank for you in the best picture winners of the 20s?
Oh, I'll definitely answer that. What about for you guys though, while I look
You
up?
go first.
My list from worst to best is Coda, Everything Everywhere All at Once, Nomadland, Anora, One Battle, Oppenheimer number one.
Wow, we are different because my
Yeah.
best is Coda, easily.
Uh-huh.
I
Mhm.
love Coda. My number two would be Honora. My number three would be One Battle After Another. My number four would be Everything Everywhere All at Once. Number five would be Oppenheimer. And number six would be Nomadland. But I don't hate any of these. But the
They're
top
all
two are
solid.
like a league above
Yeah.
Coda
Mhm.
and Honora.
Yeah. Mine, I said no, my line up at the bottom and then Coda, but relevant bias. Like I've seen Coda semi recently, so that one's more in my head. Then probably Everything Ever All at Once, Oppenheimer, Anora, One Battle. Relevant C bias.
For
So,
sure.
but the same time, it's just like I think One Battle is like I don't know. I think there's just something like I think about that movie a lot more. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was telling her I feel like One Battle and Anora both kind of have this quality of like they feel timeless, but also like time capsules at the same time, where it's like they're super relevant right now, but I think also in 20 years they'll be relevant and like they both feel like they're made with kind of the craftsmanship of like an older movie.
Yeah, and I think in the our house cinema places will play them
Yeah,
like way like 10 years from now. So
yeah,
yeah,
Yeah, I think it'll age well, this
I
winner.
agree.
agreed.
Yeah, and I think if Sinners would have won too, I think it would have been a great Best Picture winner
Yeah,
too.
yeah, we'll get that horror movie dub at some point,
Yeah,
but yeah, I don't think it was the time necessarily for Best Picture to Sinners.
yeah, I
I
agree.
think if Sinners had come out 4 months earlier in December of 2024, I think it would have won Best Picture over Nora.
Interesting. Do you
Mhm.
think it would have made money the way it did?
No, and I think there's no regrets.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sinners is one of those movies I don't think they were expecting like Best Picture like Oscar stuff.
No,
Yeah.
even the marketing I remember thinking was pretty thin up until like right as it was releasing.
Mhm.
Because people were like, I'd mentioned it at work and people were like, what is that? I've never heard of it. And now it's like the most talked about movie on this lineup.
What do you think's going to happen next year? I can tell you, how about this? I have a list of 2027 contenders, and you can tell me smash or pass. Do you think they have a
The
chance?
lightning round, smash or pass, yeah.
I think Nicole Kidman is going to slap Keith Urban on stage.
That
That's
would
my
be awesome.
prediction.
Okay, smash or pass. Tell me if you think these 2027 contenders are going to go all the way. The Odyssey,
Smash.
Smash.
I agree. Dune
Uh,
Part 3.
Smash.
Smash, but Ben brought up a good point about Dune Messiah being a divisive book. I think ultimately it'll get in the mix, but I don't see it
Probably
winning.
a lot of technical stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wild Horse 9. This is Martin McDonagh.
Oh,
Screenplay Smash, he always gets in there.
yeah.
He got in picture for Banshees and Three Billboards.
Do you have a quick log line for me?
In 1973, Chile, CIA agents Chris and Lee face a trust testing journey from Santiago to Easter Island.
Ooh, okay, then that's Smash for me and Best Picture winner, actually.
I'd Smash. Yeah.
Stars John Malkovich, Sam Rockwell, Steve Buscemi, and Parker Posey.
Oh, that's such a squad. I'm into that.
If you don't know, I have like such a big crush on Steve Buscemi.
Yeah, I have such a big crush on John Malkovich.
Digger.
What did you say?
Smash.
Smash.
That's my most anticipated of all the Oscar contenders. Project Hail Mary.
Mm.
It's gonna be a bubble
Oh,
pass for me. Technical for sure, but in terms of screenplay, picture, directing, editing, I
it's giving, like it's probably gonna get such good reviews, like Dune Part 2. They're like, guys, Ryan Gosling's gonna be like win. I could see him get nominated. Ryan Gosling's gonna win like Best Actor, and then more movies come out, and then it kind of gets like swept underneath. So
I think it'll be on the bubble for a lot of
yeah,
things,
I
but
agree.
I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I don't agree. I think it's full smash. I think people are throwing the M word out.
Yeah.
Masterpiece. No, people really love this. This gives me flashbacks to Sinners, actually.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. But we'll see. I mean, I have to see the film, but I think having that IMAX 70 millimeter spectacle is going to help this one do well because I mean, it's not an original, but you know what I mean. It's based on a
Yeah.
book, so it's not a franchise.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Disclosure Day.
Smash.
Smash.
I think it, at the very least, director.
It's an interesting, not uncharted territory, but Spielberg has been more Oscar-y in the last
Hmm?
10, 20 years. Not a lot of big summer blockbusters. He had a Ready Player One, but that was super commercial. This is
Yeah.
commercial but original. It's interesting.
Yeah. No, I love seeing him get back to his roots on that. Like that is the blockbuster king.
Could be Josh O'Connor could get nominated.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Tony? Matt Johnson's movie about Anthony Bourdain starring Dominic Sessa.
I have faith. I'm gonna say Smash more so out of moral support.
Yeah,
And
moral
I
smash.
think it'll get moral Smash. I think it'll get in there. I don't know if it'll be like a front runner necessarily, but Blackberry was very acclaimed,
This one.
and he
Yeah,
gets great performances out of actors.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dominic
And
Sessa too is like a big like
Up and
up
coming.
and coming.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that one. I want to get more into Anthony Bourdain. So
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah, he told me that it was Dominic Sessa that made him want to do the movie, just having lunch with him and talking about it. So I think at the very least, he's going to be a contender. We'll see if the movie itself can be.
Yeah, I could see him Dominic Sessa being
Yeah.
a contender. Yeah.
Narnia.
You were talking it up in a way that makes me want to smash. I don't know if I like it that much. I don't have that much attachment to Narnia, but I do. Yeah, it's like Greta Gerwig. It's a very like well-known IP. It'll probably be really good. Netflix will probably run with it.
Mhm.
I'm a smash Narnia.
Yeah, I have a Smash Narnia too.
Yeah, because Netflix is always going to get one movie in there. So tell me, is it Narnia or is it The Adventures of Cliff Booth or is it both?
Probably Narnia.
Eileen Narnia.
Eileen Narnia.
So is Cliff Booth a pass?
Yes.
It is a pass for me, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I think obviously there's so much talent attached to it that it could just be like an undeniable banger, but I do think it's kind of an awkwardly timed sequel in a way that I'm not sure people will respond to it
Yeah.
in a broad way. I think it'll be more of like a niche movie for like you.
Yeah.
Like I think you're gonna fucking love this movie,
Yeah.
as is your right.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think they're going niche. I think this is a $200 million budget, according to Quentin. So I think they want it to be a hit. They want it to be like the biggest Netflix movie ever. But I think it's just a matter of is it better than the previous or as good?
I would be surprised. But I also hold Once Upon a Time in Hollywood in really high regard. So
Mhm.
I think it has potential to be better because Brad Pitt is the best part of that movie.
Mhm.
true.
Sure. Yeah.
We'll see. I would love for David Fincher to win an Oscar finally. I don't
Yeah.
think this is going to be that, but I do think it can be the type of movie like Mank that gets 10 nominations and
Mhm.
no wins, just because all the technical categories reward it.
Yeah.
Which is also why I think Project Hail Mary will go all the way, because I think if you can have a package of like a bunch of tech nominations and picture, you're in good shape.
And a good leading role.
I love how diverse Fincher's recent filmography has been. Like Mank to Killer to Adventures of Cliff Booth is a crazy variety.
I agree. What about The Social Reckoning?
I gotta get my guy, my favorite eldest guy, eldest boy, Kendall Roy. I
Mm,
need him to get nominated for something.
I think it'll get noms. I'm personally kind of hesitant about this movie just because I think
Yeah.
Fincher is like so essential to what makes Social Network such a banger. And sometimes I get a little iffy with Sorkin's recent work, but I think it'll make it in there. I think it's a smash.
Yeah.
I think if it does, it'll be like Trial of Chicago 7, like a few nominations. I like
Actually,
his directing work. I just don't like Being the Ricardos, but I like Molly's Game and Chicago 7.
Hell
But
yeah.
obviously, he's not like Fincher level, but I think it's as a writer, I support the idea of him
Yeah.
wanting to direct his own thing as he wants it to be.
Yeah. And
And it's
then
going to be political. Oh, we know that.
mhm.
yeah, that's kind of where my worry lies.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I mean, he wanted to make a movie about January 6th, and then he just reconfigured it to this.
thank God. Sorry.
Well, I think it's gonna be in there for sure. I don't
Yeah,
really,
yeah. Just I don't need a whole 2 hours of that.
Yeah.
yeah.
I think
What about The Entertainment System is Down? Ruben Östlund's follow-up to Triangle of Sadness, and this is about a bunch of people on a plane, and the entertainment system is down, and
you
Keanu
guys
Reeves
need
is
to
in it.
see how is it gonna premiere at Cannes? Do we know?
I don't know, but
I think it's
he was talking about it when he was promoting Triangle of Sadness. So I
a,
feel like it should be done. It's listed here on the
I
contenders
think
for next year.
if it premieres at Cannes and it gets does really well at Cannes, then yeah.
Where
But
is Ruben Austin? Is he Dutch, Danish? Where is he from?
He's Swedish, I believe.
Swedish. Okay,
yeah,
so this would be an international feature.
Keanu Reeves and Kirsten Dunst and Nicholas Bruhl are listed as the main actors, so I feel
Okay,
like it's going to be in English actually.
yeah.
interesting.
I
But maybe
mean,
it's a hybrid.
yeah, because like with him, he's won the Palme d'Or twice,
Mhm.
and
Kind of divisively though,
kind of
right?
divisively. I think Triangle of Sadness was the most like divisive film of the bunch.
Triangle of Sadness?
Yeah, there's a subsection of people that really don't like that movie. A
Yeah,
lot of people think it's pretty on
Interesting.
the nose politically, which
yeah,
I kind of agree with, but I like it.
I like it. That was okay. I thought it was all right.
I like his other two films out of the recent three better, Force Majeure and The Square. I'm
I'm sure.
surprised that that one. I think maybe it's because a lot of people watch Triangle of Sadness that there are some haters, but the previous two are pretty unique and bold. I would say more
Yeah,
so than Triangle of Sadness, which is
it's
why I like
giving
them.
like how the projection of worst person in the world, like the worst first one, the better one, and then Sentimental Value, still an excellent film, but that one got more like
Yeah.
better acclaim and reception. Because I think
Exactly.
Where was also nominated for Best International and didn't win that year. Yeah,
Force Majeure definitely has more
I really,
cultural impact.
I
I
really,
haven't seen it,
I've seen the
but
the classic
of
clip. I
course.
watched that in film
Yeah.
school. Is there any other films you want?
Last one.
Um,
Jesse Eisenberg has an untitled musical comedy starring Julianne Moore and Paul Giamatti. He's directing this one, and this is his follow-up to A Real Pain. Smash or pass?
I
Pass.
mean, like, give me that. I want to see it.
I want to see it.
I will say pass as far as
Yeah.
Oscars, but it'll probably get a Globe.
Yeah, give it a globe.
Yeah, probably. I guess it depends. How much comedy are we talking in here? Because,
Musical, we're talking.
Yeah. Who's starring in it? Because I feel like with Real Pain, like, I mean, it got a screenplay nod and it won for Best
Yeah.
Supporting. So,
well, Julianne Moore and Paul Giamatti are both Oscar
Yeah.
contenders from the past.
yeah.
Julianne won. We'll see. Okay. This is a time capsule. So hit me with who do you think will win Best Picture the next year? Go.
Whoa. Whoa.
I can give you a little recap if you want some of the top
Yeah,
contenders.
real fast.
The Odyssey, Dune Part 3, Digger, Disclosure Day, Project Hail Mary, Narnia, Wild Horse 9.
I'm
These are
gonna go
generally the ones you guys seem to support.
I'm gonna go crazy and say your Narnia's gonna win
I'm
Best
gonna go
Picture.
Odyssey.
That's a good one, actually.
Yeah, I just think it'll be so good and so popular.
Hmm.
like Christopher Nolan is so good at
Hmm.
doing.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Project Hail Mary.
Yeah,
Not Digger?
I could see it. That has the same potential. I know, right? You're the Inarritu
Yeah,
guy.
what the heck?
Inarritu is probably my favorite director working today, but he has already won for Birdman. So I feel like Digger is gonna win maybe Best Actor. He could even get Best Screenplay or something. But I'm hearing real passion for Project Hail Mary. I think that one could go all the way.
Okay. I see you. I do have one other thing I want to
Go
say.
ahead.
Because one thing my lovely roommate asked was like, she says, I want to watch more Best Picture nominees. And, I gave her some advice. I thought it'd be great to put on the podcast for maybe people who are not super like, they always wonder, like, oh my gosh, like, how do you get to see so many Best Picture nominees? Because I myself, like, I hit 9 out of 10 Best Picture nominees before the nominees dropped. Did you see all of them, the nominees before? Like, Best Picture nominees before they dropped? Or did anyone?
No, I've seen all 10, but I believe I saw Secret Agent after it was nominated for
Okay.
picture.
So I missed Secret Agent as well.
No, but you saw
Yeah.
all
I saw all
10.
of them before the ceremony.
Yes.
But people who like, because my strategy has been keeping an eye on Cannes. I think Cannes a really good strategy to see what's winning the Palme d'Or, what's getting a lot of buzz at Cannes, and what's getting a lot of buzz at Venice. And also, what we're doing now is like keeping an ear out or eye out of like directors who have won in the past or nominated in the past and seeing what projects are coming out. So if you are someone listening to this podcast and being like, "Ooh, this is really intimidating," like every time the Oscars nominations come out, it's like so overwhelming. I want to watch all of them. That's my biggest advice to you if you want to try to get those nominees all watched before like the nominations even come out. Like be ahead of the game this year. I just recommend keeping an eye out on what's getting buzz in international film festivals. That's my biggest advice to you.
Yeah.
I agree. And also, I think they can just keep an eye on Gold Derby and, all the YouTube channels like the Oscar Expert. That's my favorite one. They're pretty on top of it. So, and listen to what me and Angelique and Sean tell you to watch.
Listen to this podcast.
Yeah. I mean, and support these are all original movies. I know that the Oscars is silly, but it's an industry that gives people an excuse to talk about these movies and bring attention to them.
Get them made.
Get them made, exactly. Because the hope when greenlighting a movie like Digger is that it's going to be nominated for picture so that people have a motivation to go and watch it.
I'm gonna go crazy style and make a prediction for the best picture of 2036.
Mhm.
Uh, Untitled Matt Stone and Trey Parker Kendrick Lamar comedy musical film.
Man, that might be my most anticipated movie in general. And
For my
yeah,
entire
If you're on your
20s.
deathbed, like that's gonna be the one thing. Like
Yeah, my make-a-wish is
my
gonna be
wish.
call the South Park guys and Kendrick over
Yeah,
to perform it for me as a
yeah,
three-man show.
yeah.
And you know what, dude? Not impossible for the Oscars. If it's like Book of Mormon level greatness, I mean, that won the Tony for Best Musical.
Yeah. I think they need to strike soon because Kendrick is like still like one of the like hottest artists in the world, but like even compared to like the last summer when he was the hottest artist in the world, it's already now would be kind of after
Mm.
the peak. And the South Park guys will always be relevant, but whether or not they're going to be embraced critically or outcast as like weirdos, it depends on the project. And
But we'll be there.
oh, I'll be fucking, are you kidding me? Yeah.
It's going to be amazing. I just hope it's successful, and I think it will be. Any other prediction? Do you think Conan's coming back?
Maybe one more, then they'll give him a rest. But I could see, I think people would probably be very positive to how
Or
he did.
or maybe it's like rest, gave it back to him the year before.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
They did kill him in
Yeah.
in the bit.
Yeah.
I'm glad we never have to talk about ballet opera discourse ever again in my life. Because
Well,
it's sudden, all of a sudden people are gonna stop giving a shit about it.
exactly. And you know what? I think it's good for Timmy that he's got motivation to go make more bold original movies and keep hunting that Oscar.
I was saying to Angelique, he's the new Leo. It's like just to get consistently nominated the way he has, his time will come.
Yeah, he'll be just fine. Maybe for the James Mangold movie. We'll see.
Could be.
Okay, guys. Well, tell the audience about each of your Substack pages so that they can go subscribe to them.
Yeah, no, I'm doing a Substack. It's called Sean on Video. It's just obscure
Oh,
horror stuff. Yeah, name change. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Shot on video stuff, just obscure horror stuff in general. Newest article is just kind of a comedic article about the horror movie villains that simply cannot be real. Just talking about weird, convoluted characters through the weird stuff that I've watched. So yeah, check it out and check out Rodge's Horror Lodge.
Yeah.
There will be a link to the Substack and Rodge's Horror Lodge in the description.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. And then hi, I'm Angelique. I do a Substack as well called Silly Times with Angelique. And I'm currently doing weekly episode recap and summary of Survivor 50. Keep an eye on that. Maybe some film analysis or things will come up between then, but I'm pretty locked into Survivor 50. If you're a fan of Survivor, read.
Hell yeah. There will be a link to that in the description as well. And I want to thank you both for making time to do this episode of the Cinema Flow podcast. We'll be back next week with a two-part episode with Sean McGrath and John Wessling, where we're taking a look at the best found footage horror movies of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep an eye
March
out for that.
Madness.
And until then, everybody stay safe, and I will see you next time. Happy awards season. Ciao, ciao.
Ciao.
Ciao.